Many names come and go in the world of reggae. Shaggy one week, Shabba the next. One man that's been there since he was 14, Junior Reid. A man that has achieved international acclaim for his input into the reggae world. Junior, you have a new album coming out called Visa, and you've just been on tour. What else you got going on?
Well, actually the album is released in England and all over Europe, and I just finished a 6-week tour, and I'm just here, you know, sorting out some business to go back home on Saturday, you know. And when I go back home on Saturday, in a week time, I'll be going to Japan for 2 weeks, you know, to complete the mission, you know.
I mean, you worked with a couple of people on the album who must have been idols of yours even when you was a kid in the ghetto. I mean, Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaacs on one of the songs on the album. Yeah. What was it like working with them?
Well, it's a pleasure working with Dennis Brown, because Dennis Brown is one of my inspiration, and Gregory Isaac is just fun, you know, working with certain artists that inspire you, you know. So it just make everything nice, you know.
I mean, you got a history of working with different kind of people, because probably one of the very first people to step outside of the kind of, you know, Jamaican reggae world onto international platform. First off with Black Uru when you took over, and then also with people like the Soup Dragons, and you had a big hit. Cold Cut.
Yeah.
Ragga Twins.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like doing non-reggae, you know, non-roots material? Do you enjoy doing that?
Well, I just enjoy doing good music on the whole. Roots music, you know, happy music, all kind of music, dance music. Just a lot of music. That's why Junior Reid can fit in the roots area, and also I'm fitting in the dancehall area and the hip-hop era, any era. Junior Reid is there, you know. Funk era, every era. We cover all area.
Well, what can I say? A man with a passport to travel, and has travelled many, many places over the last few years. Junior, congratulations with the new album.
Yeah, man,
and I hope, you know, things go on from, you know, bigness to bigness.
Yeah, man.
Battery looks like it or lasts like it.
Reggae music's influence in today's popular dance music styles goes without saying. Be it rave or ragga or rap, reggae has touched it all. And along with people like Marley and Lee Scratch Perry, one of the greatest originators in reggae music is a man next to me who I have great pleasure and privilege in introducing you, Augustus Pablo, a man known to many through his work in the early 70s with like King Tubby's Roots Rockers Uptown, and tracks that influenced a whole generation of music lovers. You produce and, you know, play your own music, and as I said before, it's much respected by most people. What is it that you feel, you know, you put into the music that makes it so special? I mean, spiritual music.
Yeah, well, I put my whole heart in it, you know, because, you know, some people are come, you know, follow to do the works, but I just come hard-hearted to just do this works for the Most High, you know, and for the people of the world, you know. So I put my whole heart in everything I do, in the music, otherwise I don't bother going to it, you know.
I mean, you're internationally renowned now. I know you've played all over the world. What does it feel like to have your music spread far and wide?
Well, it's a feeling to know that the works is going through, you know, give me more strength to go on, you know. Keep on working for the people, you know. In Europe, you know, in Japan, in America, all around, Jamaica, you know.
What do you think of the new young lions like Shabba Ranks, Shaggy, people like that?
Yeah, well, you know, that's the way what Jack create for all the youths, you know, because, you know, Jack take them out of a lot of problems, you know. Because the youths, is a lot of suffering for the youths in creation now, so I could never fight against that, because, you know, I love to see when the youth them strive, you know. It's the greatest thing to me to see them help each other along the way in work, you know, because that even helped me, because that's the way I started helping youths, you know. And I don't stop doing that, because every day I helping youths, you know. You know, I train youths in Jamaica to sing and play and all these things, you know, otherwise from being recording or touring, you know.
Do you have a final message for this, for the viewers out there?
Yeah, well, give thanks to all the fans, you know, in Europe, you know, who have supported, you know, the works all these years, because, you know, European people give me a lot of strength, even when Jamaica is not there. I mean, I love Jamaica, but, you know, the people, spiritual, sometimes they're not there with the music, the spiritual music, you know. That Bob Marley music appeal to a certain music. They want to use those music for a certain time when crisis. But when it's ordinary time, most people don't really try to respond to the cultural music, you know.
Do you think Jamaica's sorting out its political and cultural problems?
Well, I don't know, because the whole world is going in turmoil right now, you know. So I kind of see it as the whole world, you know.
Part of a bigger picture.
Right.
Well, a man that has painted many pictures with his music, Augustus Pablo, and if you're watching out there in BPM land, take note.
Gospel trio New Colors are making a real name for themselves by covering the classic garage anthem, originally done by Frankie Knuckles and entitled Tears. And that's not all. They've hit the charts with another track called Power, which was apparently meant for Moni Love, but I guess New Colors got there first. And combined with their U.S. chart success with the single Falling Down, I guess these guys are happening. So what could BPM do but chance meeting with them and get the lowdown?
Believe in equality for everybody, and we feel that, you know, I don't look at people's colour of skin, I just do what's inside. And obviously that situation in the East London, it's happening, I mean, all over.
And also, I want to thank you people at home because, honeys, you've been staying up late again, eh? I think tomorrow morning could be a bit of a nightmare for you. But
Brenda,
not for us.
That's the bottom line.
Not for us, baby, because we're heading home and we're not getting up until next week, right? See you then. Bye-bye.
You know it. Bye.